and it did, and not any earlier. In the fall, we still had hundreds of people.
Actually confirming life on another planet will be very hard to do with the instruments that we can fly. So one of the key steps that Perseverance is taking is collecting samples that can be brought back to Earth in the future and then analyzed with all the terrestrial laboratories we have, which should actually provide us a definitive answer to that question. Bringing samples back to Earth has been a dream of scientists for years who have recognized that there are really important questions about Mars and about the history of the solar system that you just can't answer with instruments that you can fly. Those questions relate to whether life might have existed there, about its climate, and also about the way a planet that is in many ways very similar to Earth, but in many ways very different. So we'll be able to interrogate those rocks in great detail in terrestrial laboratories.
There you go, you can make a measurement right on the rock, just like that. If you keep adding more rovers, you get incremental increases in knowledge, but bringing those samples back, letting thousands of scientists and hundreds of laboratories look at them, that's where the big increase of knowledge is going to come.
I mean, one of the most exciting things about working at Caltech and JPL, when we drive up, deploy the arm on the Perseverance rover, you can abrade a little bit of the rock, and then we can look with the Sherlock instrument to see whether that rock has organic materials. We're going to get an up close and personal view of whether there are organics in the rocks of Mars, and we're going to get an up close and personal view of the lake sediments at Jezero Crater and the groundwater and hydrothermally altered rocks outside. So we're going to get an amazing view into the first billion and a half years of Mars history.
It's too cold and dry for life to exist on the Martian surface today. But after Jezero Crater formed billions of years ago, water filled it to form a deep lake, about the same size as Lake Tahoe. Eventually, as Mars' climate changed, Lake Jezero dried up and surface water disappeared from the planet. An ancient lake is a fantastic place to pursue our goal.
This is a great place to explore ancient habitats. It's a great place to look for life. And as added bonus, just outside the rim of Jezero Crater are some of the oldest, best exposed rocks on Mars from a time period even 1 billion years earlier. So not only will we get a great view of this delta, but there's a whole deeper time waiting for exploration afterwards.
We've spent a lot of time making sure that the Perseverance mission can proceed in the presence of COVID. We have the capability at the Jet Propulsion Laboratory to have socially distanced interactions with the rover. And for the science team is always remotely located. We have scientists from all around the world, and we expect that we will be able to do our job with COVID or without COVID.